Hey guys, so we book over 100 meetings every single month across our accounts and across our clients' accounts. And content has played one of the biggest roles in allowing us to do this. It's also played one of the biggest roles in taking our company from, pretty much zero at the start of this year to around $500,000, reaching, $1 million per year within the coming months. And like I was saying, content has genuinely changed the game and how we do this. So what I want to do is walk you through exactly why I post content, how we leverage it, so the two ways of leveraging content, and exactly how you can start doing this. And when I say this, I really want you to listen, in that it will genuinely change your life. Posting content consistently will genuinely change your life and it will change your business completely. So before I get into it, if you don't know who I am, my name's Ethan Welby. I'm the co-founder of Agency Growth Partner. What we do is we help established marketing agencies increase their revenue by 50 to 100K a month by building out acquisition systems similar to what I'm talking about now. This is something we integrate for our clients now, which is creating these content systems, using it in outreach, booking meetings, signing clients, and scaling up their agencies. And it's obviously our service is completely done for you. So before I get into exactly how to do it, I want to go over why. Why should you post content? Why should you record these things? Well, you can literally book meetings automatically, right? You can literally book meetings automatically. Now, we'll understand this. I could be posting, you're watching this YouTube video, for example. People book in using the link in the description. You can check that out if you want. If not, it doesn't really matter. But people can book in automatically, watch my content, like me, trust me, spend 20 hours watching my stuff and know exactly who I am, book a meeting, and then become a client. And you didn't even have to speak to them. I didn't even have to speak to them, right? It's the easiest way to do it. But besides that, most people only do it, this way, right? They just put the video up, cross their fingers, and they hope for the best. But we do it completely differently. We like to take the offensive with content, and I'm going to share exactly how we do that in a minute. But what you can do is, leveraging this content, you can book 3 to 7 times more meetings, right? You can increase the results of what you're currently doing. It's a compounding, exponential effect. So if you have normal outreach, but you combine it with content, you're just going to book way more. And I'll show you exactly how we do this now. And then you can also increase your closing percentage by 20 to 40%. This is genuinely what happened to us, right? I used to think I was a terrible closer, right? But then I started posting content and I realized it wasn't that I was bad at sales. It was just that people didn't know who I was. So I spent all the time on these sales calls telling people who I am instead of selling the actual product, instead of selling the actual offer. So I posted content and then, the sales became so easy. I think at this point we're closing at like 41% and we charge a lot every month. So what I want to walk you through are the 2 types of content, okay? So the first is inbound, right? And I'll pull up my mirror just so that we can walk through this a bit. But the first type is inbound. So what this is posting content on YouTube, for example, and just hoping people book a meeting, right? That's it. So you post a video, that was meant to be a YouTube thing, and you just let people come to you. So they come to you. And this approach, it's great. And it can be extremely good. The biggest names in this, SMMA agency space, I don't need to mention them, but the biggest names, they built it completely off of inbound content. So they just post and people come to them because they have this massive audience at this point. But this takes long. It's very difficult to do, in the fact that it's going to take months or even years to actually build up this audience. So what we want to do is reverse the roles, or reverse the approach. And this is how we do it for ourselves and for our clients. So instead of, people coming to us, we're taking the content to them. So let's say these are the people. This is the target audience, okay? So whoever your ideal client is, whether it's chiropractors, whether it's e-commerce brands, whether it's dentists, personal trainers, coaches, consultants, whatever it might be, what we want to do is, instead of waiting for people to come to us, and this can take long, it can take long, and then, maybe they see it, but then they don't take action, right? And it can take months or even years for this to happen. So instead of that, what we can do is we can shortcut this entire process and get the videos, that was a bit too much, get the videos to them. And we can do this as much as we want. So, for example, the way we leverage this right now is that we send email campaigns, right? So this is, let me see if I can draw an email. Perfect. So we use these email campaigns, right? And we use a tool like Instantly, things like that, to reach out to your ideal prospects, right? And pitch them your offer. So let's say you help e-commerce brands, we'll reach out, this is us. We're reaching out via email and we're saying, hey, we just helped this brand to generate an extra 200,000 per month within 90 days. Would you be open to getting the same? And then we send it to them, and then they book a meeting, right? But that's the best case scenario. Now, in many cases, in almost all cases, most people aren't going to reply, right? Most people aren't going to reply, and sometimes they do reply once, but then they stop replying. And if you've ever tried outreach, if you've ever tried doing any sort of prospecting yourself, you'll know the struggle. You'll reach out with the amazing message, they say yes, let's book a time, and they never respond ever again, right? And what most people do after that is they say, hey, do you see my message? Do you see my message? Hey, and they don't reply. But what we can do is, and this is just a little bit of insight as to how we do it with our clients and for ourselves, is that we send the initial message, but we supplement it with content. And I'll show you how it becomes so effective in a minute. But we supplement the original email with content. So let's say we send the original email, we say, hey, we can get you this result in this time frame. And then in our follow-ups, we say, hey, but I also made this video explaining how you can solve your biggest problem, and here it is for free, right? And no one else does that. That's the key point. So this is how we can use outbound content. Another word is like offensive content. We're going proactively and giving this content to people. Okay, so what we can also do in the emails, for example, is figure out what their biggest pain point is. So we help agencies, right? We help established marketing agencies to build client acquisition systems, to book meetings, to sign clients, to scale their agency. So one of the biggest problems that they face is that they work with all these small little clients that pay them like 1-2K a month. But what they want to do is they want to work with a few clients that pay them, let's say, 5 to 10K per month. Right? So one of the biggest pain points is like, hey, do you want to work with high-paying clients, with fewer high-paying clients and get paid more while working less? Cool. Well, if that's the problem, then I made this video explaining exactly how we can solve that. So we can give videos based around certain pain points, and it's just going to build so much trust because you're solving their main problem. And no one else in the space is doing that. And that is how you can 3 to 7x the results of your current outreach, because you supplement it with the content, right? And no one else does this, because the thing is, the people that start out in the agency space, they're making, let's say up to 100,000 a month. They do it just through outreach. So it's very difficult, but it works. It's just straight outreach, message. And then you get the other side, which is the big names in the space, E-Man, right? Serge Guattari is doing well, Charlie Morgan. A lot of them are just doing content. So they're just doing the inbound. So it's extremely powerful, but it just takes long to actually build the audience. Grant Cardone, Jordan Platten, all these other guys. So it takes long to actually build this inbound. So what we want to do is we want to take the outbound, what we're doing, the fast approach, the offensive approach, the proactive approach, but combine that with the inbound. So we're getting these bookings, we're doing it fast, we get it, same week, we're getting bookings, selling fast, but we're also building the brand at the same time. So when we're sending this content, remember that they're going to see your video, because it's on YouTube, they're going to see your video, but they're also going to see your other videos, right? So they're going to see the original one, but they're also going to see the other ones. Then they may subscribe. Then they may start seeing your videos every single day, right? Now they're in your ecosystem and you're just building trust at scale, right? And that's how powerful this can become, because most times you send the outreach message, but then, nothing else happens. They forget about you. But if you send the outreach and they join your content ecosystem and they just start seeing your stuff and your face everywhere, then it's way better, it's way more effective. So this is how we do it on a small scale. There's way more things we implement, and we're starting to implement a lot more so we're doing this for ourselves now, but we want to do it for all of our clients as well within the coming weeks and months. So we're going to be starting on that. But I want to go over how you can actually start, because I hear every single objection as to why someone can't do content. And it's usually because I don't want to get on camera, it takes so long, I don't have all this equipment, I don't have this gear and stuff, so I can't do it, and all this stuff. But what I want to tell you is that you can start with no gear, your current setup, your current laptop, no gear, no crazy lighting, no crazy scripting, and you can do it within 30 minutes. And it's very simple. So how I'd recommend you start, if you've never done this before, is firstly define the problems and the pain points of your niche. Okay? So let's say we're working with e-com brands. So e-com brands, what are their pain points? What are their problems? Right? Well, they want more sales. More sales. They may have low profit margins. They may have no way of generating sales without ad spend. Right? No way of generating sales without ad spend. Okay? Then we could have, for example, agencies. What are their problems? Unable to book meetings consistently, no predictable sales process, working with low-paying clients, and a lot more, but I'll just stop it there. So we want to start by defining the problems of your niche. Define the problems and the pain points, the things that they struggle with, the things that they hate. And then, so what we want to do is create videos around solving these problems, okay? So for recording, all we're going to do is create a Google Doc exactly like this, exactly what I'm doing now, and that's why I did it like this. This is, intentional. Create a Google Doc exactly like this, and just mention your, let's say, 3 main talking points to solve the problem. To solve the problem. So let's say, for the agency example, right? So the main problem that they're facing is they're working with low-paying clients. Okay, so we're going to create a video around how to work with only high-paying clients, right? It's that simple. It's that simple. So the title will be, how to work with high-paying agency clients. It can be that simple. Then how I like to do is I usually have 3 main talking points per video. So what do you actually need to do this? So if I wanted to help an agency only work with high-paying clients, the first thing I'd do is, target people with money. Target people with money, right? If you only want high-paying clients, you need to work with people that have the money that can afford it, right? You can sell the same service to 2 different people and charge 10 times more for the person, to the person that has money. So work with people that have money. Create an outreach system, or build an outreach system, right? So if you want to reach out to this specific type of person, you need a way of getting in contact with them and only them. So building an outreach system allows you to do that. And then how else to work with high-paying clients? Well, you'd have to remove your current ones, and then I'll explain exactly how you do that. But the thinking behind this is you create a title, or you get a topic, create a title, and then add 3 main talking points. So let's say in the Google Doc, what you'll have is target people with money, and then you'll create, some bullet points as to how to do this. And that's it. So throughout the video, all you're going to do is record, open Loom, okay, get loom.com, go to loom.com, okay, this is the recording software. Just go here, get this tool, turn it on, and speak about these 3 points for 5 to 15 minutes, right? You're literally just telling them how you'd solve this problem. And if you've helped them in the past, it should be so simple because you've done it so many times, right? So that's all you need to do. That's all you need to do. So just create a Google Doc for every single video, make a title around solving a problem, add some talking points, and record yourself talking through it, and then post it on YouTube. And then now that it's on YouTube, you can use it anywhere. So if let's say you have a sales call coming up and you want to prepare, you want to add some more value, what you can do is, instead of saying, hey, looking forward to our call, what you can say is, hey, looking forward to our call. I also made this quick video explaining how you can, only work with high-paying clients, and I thought I'd send it to you before our call. Then they'll watch it, have built a lot more trust with you as opposed to just the message. So these are all the creative ways that you can use this. And when you start building this entire bank of value, of content, of your channel, it's just going to become so useful, because they watch one video, but then they watch another, and then they watch another, and then they watch another one. And it's just, I cannot explain how beneficial it's been for myself and for my own business. So that's why when I make videos like these, I really, really just want you to do it. I really just want you to implement it, right? It's not actually going to benefit me or not, whether you do or whether you don't, but I understand the value of it. And I hope that in this video I could have conveyed the value to you so that you do start with this, because honestly, it'll change your life. So that's all for this one. I'll talk to you in the next video.